Hello, students. Welcome to our second installment of our figure illustration and motion thumbnails. I'm going to start off here with my third group instead of the second one. Got these in backwards order, but doesn't really matter. Optimism is the word. So I'm starting off here with a regular kind of Bic pen. So this is going to give me some characters that have more line. And I'm kind of looking at that to try and just have a different feel. I'm trying to do poses that feel optimistic, kind of superhero power pose, hands on the hips there. This one giving some thumbs up to somebody. Just trying out some different things. I did say I was going to try to hold my pen differently. Sometimes that can be a great way to get some different looks to your figures, make them do something different. Here's just one thumbs up, hand on the hip. Decided to do more, instead of kind of boxier line drawing or stick figure guy, this one is a little bit more kind of rounded. Just to try something different, see what happens. Pointing out to the distant horizon there. This one standing similarly, kind of walking forward. What is he going to do with his arms? And maybe hold something. He's optimistic about something. Who knows? Whatever he's holding in his hands. Just trying different things, seeing what works. Here he's being optimistic about handing off a bag of money. So here, switching back to a kind of more of a fine tip marker. This one's a blue marker. And I thought, oh, well, what if they're holding a child or baby? And that spawned the idea of what if this person is pregnant and is holding their belly? And okay, well, all these other ones have been standing up. What if that same person is sitting down and doing the same thing but in a seated pose? Think about which kinds of poses are going to help. And these are just sketches, they're ideas. They don't have to be perfect. The more you do, probably the better they'll get. Here's somebody looking into the sunset, trying to be optimistic about the future or something like that. Holding the pen differently. What was this one? Oh, this is maybe like hugging somebody, or they're like standing together. Oh, yes. Optimistic about their giant ice cream cone. I like that one. So here is a purple pencil. This is a lead holder, but it's basically just a purple colored pencil. So he's walking with a giant stack of things. Maybe they're delicate, maybe they're fragile. I don't know what they are exactly. It could be a bunch of dishes or could be food. Trying to think about what a good pose would be. This one where they're kind of like leaning against the wall. Can that be optimistic, or does that end up looking like a different emotion? There's going to be times where it might be a little ambiguous. It's hard to tell what your emotion is. So those are the ones where if it doesn't seem like it's clear, then it's probably not a good candidate to move to the next stage. Let's see. He was giving a thumbs up. I think I decided to make somebody who, maybe had a different body type or looked a little bit different. trying to do like the A-OK symbol, but trying out different things. And when in doubt, one of the best things you can do for yourself is to go through and try to take the pose yourself. Make yourself do the pose along with maybe climbing a ladder here. Once you kind of put your body in that position, it might give you an idea about how to express what's happening with the body. You understand it on a very realistic level. So we'll number all these off. And we've got 20. So we'll end this and move to the next sheet, which was actually done before the last one. So this is apprehension. So those are the three words I picked: terror, optimism, and apprehension. So here I'm working with pink fine tip marker here. These are just cheap, could be Crayola, could be, these ones are whatever Up and Up brand from Target. I usually buy a couple boxes of markers and pens and different things like that when the school year starts, so that I'll have some extras. They're trying to hold something. A lot of these are like folded arms. A lot of the apprehension that I'm doing has to do with like maybe touching something or having very closed off body language is my thought. I'm trying to think about those things as I go through and set that up. Here he's like reaching out, but his body's kind of like farther away, maybe ready to kind of almost run off. Arms folded, body very closed. What does that look like? Here is a different purple pencil. I think it's the same kind of lead as the other one, but it's a different pencil that I'm holding. I thought I had a different color in there, but did not. So it may not be worth your time to hear me go through all of these necessarily. The next group here at the bottom, I'm going to use a very thick marker, like a wider base, and it's going to give me some bigger, more kind of gestural look to these. All of the images I have already put into the folder, so we can take a look at them when we get to class, but I'm going to stop here and then maybe just put on some music.
Nothing
So here is the finished product, and I just wanted to pull out how to draw characters the Marvel way, looking at some of these box figures, looking at some of the more complex sketches. Those can be very helpful as you go through, and maybe you can pause it and take a look at some of those and the exaggerations.